All right. So, hey, look, I have received somewhat of a promotion, and let me explain. So, I work as a corporate trainer. So we do like business English and communication skills training within companies in Germany. And so my new role is to manage other trainers. And so I was wondering if you could give me some sort of insights into the kinds of things that I should learn how to do. Because I'd like to kind of create my own personalized management training. What kinds of tasks might come up in this role?
Congratulations on your promotion. Managing trainers will involve a mix of skills. Here are a few key areas to focus on. One, leadership skills. You'll need to inspire and guide your team. This includes setting clear goals, motivating them, and providing constructive feedback. Two, communication. Effective communication is crucial. You'll need to ensure information is clearly conveyed and understood by your team. Listening skills are equally important. Three, conflict resolution. You might encounter conflicts within your team. Learning how to mediate and resolve these issues is essential. Four, time management. Balancing your responsibilities and helping your team manage their time will be important. Five, training skills. Since you're working with trainers, it's good to be updated on the latest training methodologies and adult learning principles. Six, organizational skills. You'll likely be involved in planning schedules, allocating resources, and overseeing the training programs. Seven, performance evaluation. You'll need to assess your team's performance and provide feedback to help them grow professionally. Eight, cultural awareness. Especially important since you're working in Germany, being sensitive to cultural differences in communication and work style is key. Consider these areas as a starting point for your personalized management training. Is there
Perfect.
a specific area you're more interested in or any challenges you anticipate in your new role?
Oh, great. That sounds like a good overview. So, look, what I think would be good to start with is let's hold on a second, make sure we're still recording. Okay, I believe we are. Okay, so let's start by taking those areas. What I want to do is collect a little bit more information from the stakeholders on my side as to if I actually need to do those things. So they all sound legitimate. Could you do me a favor and take those 10 descriptions or so you just gave me, and for each of them, provide a couple of questions that I might ask my own management and stakeholders on my side to collect information? Give me an example question. You don't have to give me them all, but can you give me like one question that I might ask a stakeholder about one of the things you brought up?
Absolutely, I can help with that. Let's start with leadership skills. A good question to ask your management or stakeholders might be, how do you envision leadership impacting the effectiveness and motivation of our training team? This question aims to understand their expectations of your leadership role and how it directly influences team dynamics and performance. It can also open up a discussion about the specific leadership qualities they value. Would you like a question for another area next?
No, that's great. So, look, what you could do now is if you could create me like a one pager Word document with an overview of the things that we discussed already, those 10 ideas, and then a couple of questions for each one so that I can go ask those questions and then come back to sort of triangulate this needs analysis process to personalize the training further.
Sorry, an unknown error occurred. Please try again later.
No, can you do that? Can you try that again, please? So create the Word document for me with a list, a takeaway sort of overview of those 10 ideas, and then include the questions and include them into a Word document. It's the sound of success. My assistant is doing the work for me. So ChatGPT gives like some really good overview stuff, but you should always, triangulate the needs analysis process. So collecting information from different people. It serves as a really nice starting point, though, right? So starting with that information
I've created a Word document for
is better
you
than starting with nothing.
that outlines the management training areas with example questions for each. You can download it using the link below. Download the management training overview and questions. Please open your app to see this link. This should be a helpful starting point for your discussions with stakeholders. Let me know if you need anything else.
Great. Actually, what I think would be great is to dive right into the first section. And, personally, I think with adults, the best way to go about it is to kind of base it on their own experiences and scenario-based learning, where we're kind of actively engaged in scenarios and role plays instead of a lot of, delivery of abstract concepts. So what I'd like to do is work through this stuff with you, where you present me with a little overview of the topic and then give me a scenario, and then we could maybe engage in a role play, and then afterwards you could give me some feedback.
That sounds like an excellent approach. Let's start with leadership skills. Overview. Leadership in a training environment is about guiding and inspiring your team. It involves setting clear goals, providing direction, and fostering an environment where each member feels valued and motivated. Effective leadership also includes being a role model, showing empathy, and being open to feedback. Scenario for role play. Imagine you're leading a team meeting where the agenda is to discuss the implementation of a new training module. One of your team members, Alex, seems disengaged and hasn't contributed much lately. Your goal is to encourage participation, address any concerns Alex might have, and ensure the team collaborates effectively on the new project. I've noticed we all have great ideas about the new module. I'd really like to hear from everyone, including you. Alex, what are your thoughts on this? How would you handle this situation? Let's role play this scenario and feel free to respond as you would in real life. After that, I can provide feedback.
Okay, let's do it. Alex, I wanted to talk to you today about the new training module, the material. No, that's not a good way to start, is it?
That's okay. It's all part of the learning process. When initiating a conversation, especially if you sense someone is disengaged, it's often effective to start with open-ended questions or by expressing your observations in a non-confrontational way. This invites them to share their thoughts or concerns. You might try something like this. Alex, I've noticed that you've been a bit quiet in our recent discussions about the new module. I value your input and would love to hear your thoughts. Is there anything on your mind regarding this project? This approach shows that you are observant, care about their input, and are open to hearing their perspective. Want to give it another try?
Absolutely, yeah, that's a good idea, thank you. Okay, so let's go. Alex, hey, how are you doing today?
Great start. It's always good to begin with a personal touch. Now, you could transition to discussing the training module.
Okay, thanks. Let's go back to the role play now. So you play Alex, and I'll do my best, and then we'll go do some more feedback later, okay? Oops. Okay, so, hey, Alex, how's it going?
Sorry, an unknown error occurred. Please try again later.
Not perfect. Hey, Alex, how are you today?
I'm good, thanks. A bit busy, but good. How about you? Now, as the manager, you can continue the conversation, perhaps addressing the training module or any concerns Alex might have.
Okay. So, so Alex, look, I just wanted to first of all to point out that to reiterate how great last month's project was. I feel like we really did a good job meeting the targets and impressing the client. I think it really stood out, and it will look really nice on our management reports. But I'm a little bit concerned about this month, to be honest. I just feel like we're not sort of meeting those targets, and that you might not be as engaged, right? And not to point the finger or anything. I just wanted to know if there's anything going on your end, or something that I could help you with, so that we can meet these targets before the end of the year.
Thank you. I appreciate your recognition of the last project. Honestly, I've been feeling a bit unsure about where I fit into the current project. I have some ideas, but I wasn't sure if they align with the team's direction. Maybe I've been holding back because I'm not sure how to approach this. Uh, as the manager, this is a good opportunity to encourage Alex to share his ideas and reassure him of his valuable role in the team.
Okay, Alex, look, I'm always happy to hear new ideas, right? And we do this as a team, right? I mean, so we have, particular things we have to deliver to the client. You know what our product is, but I'm really interested. What are your ideas? I mean, you can always share those with me.
Thanks for being open. I was thinking about adding an interactive element to the training module, maybe a simulation game. It could make the learning more engaging. I wasn't sure if it's too out of the box, but I think it could really enhance the learner experience. As the manager, acknowledging Alex's idea and discussing how it could be integrated into the project would be a good next step.
Okay. Well, look, that does sound exciting. We haven't done anything like that yet. As you know, we're sort of new in the e-learning type of thing, and trying to get all of the blended learning and everything to work together in that way. Did you have any ideas? Have you experimented with that kind of thing? I know there's particular software that you need, and just wondering what kind of tools or approach you're thinking about.
I've done some research on e-learning platforms that offer simulation tools. There's one in particular that seems user-friendly and can integrate well with our existing system. I haven't experimented with it yet, but I'm willing to put together a small demo to show how it could work. I think it could really add value to our training approach. As the manager, encouraging Alex to explore this idea further and perhaps suggesting a timeline or plan for the demo would be beneficial.
Hey, look, that sounds great to me, right? And you know that we have a little bit of time built into our day that we use for planning purposes. And I think some of that time could definitely be used for thinking about how we can apply these concepts to our work. So yeah, why don't you put something together, and you can run it by me in 2 weeks, and then we'll see if we can go from there, and maybe see if we can incorporate some of this. Sound good?
Absolutely. That sounds great. I'll start working on the demo and get it ready to show you in 2 weeks. Thanks for the opportunity to explore this idea. It's exciting to think about how it could enhance our training programs.
Okay, great. Look, thanks for the role play. Could you go ahead now and create for me a feedback sheet based on that role play? Because I really liked some of the tips that you gave me. So maybe give a feedback sheet with some of the dialogue along with the tips, things I can keep in mind for next time. And then next time we practice, I'll try to incorporate some of those tips.
I've created a feedback sheet based on our role play, including some dialogue and tips for you to consider for next time. You can download it using the link below. Download leadership skills role play feedback. Please open your.
All right, thanks a lot. And we'll jump right back into this where we left off next time, okay? Thanks.
You're welcome. I'm glad I could assist you today. Looking forward to picking up where we left off next time. Have a great day, and congratulations again on your new role.